Today's date is April 29, 2023. The time is 10:17 p.m. My name is Sergeant Javier Sarmiento, and I am assigned to the Office of Internal Affairs for the City of Doral Police Department. I'm currently at the Doral Police Department Headquarters building located at 6100 Northwest 99 Avenue to obtain a sworn statement from Officer Hakime St.Cyr, who is listed as a witness in Internal Affairs case number 2023-02 regarding an incident that occurred on or about February 14, 2023 in the area of 6500 Northwest 114th Avenue at approximately 3:30 a.m. Officer Hakime, Officer St.Cyr, I'm sorry, your conversation with this investigator is being recorded. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
For the record, would you please state your name and badge number?
Officer Hakime St.Cyr, ID 441.
And what's your current classification?
Uniform patrol.
And how old are you, sir?
33.
And what's your length of service with the City of Doral Police Department?
3.5 years.
3.5 years. All right. Officer St.Cyr, I want to call your attention to the early morning hours of February 14, 2023. Do you recall being on duty on February 14?
Yes, sir.
2023? Okay. Do you recall responding to the court's apartment complex that located 6500 Northwest 114 Avenue?
Yes.
Do you remember why you responded to that area?
Yes.
What was it for?
We had a call of a suspicious person looking into vehicles in the area, and the days leading up to the 14th, we had several calls in that area of people looking into vehicles and being suspicious.
Do you remember how you responded to that call? If it was a routine call, was it a high priority call?
No, we were saturating the area looking for, I guess, the person that was fitting the description. But I don't remember if it was routine or an emergency mode.
Do you remember the notes on the call from the dispatcher?
No, I do not.
So when you arrive on scene, what do you see?
Officer Gonzalez had one subject detained.
Okay. Do you know why he had that subject detained?
Due to the reference of the call.
All right. Did you see when Officer Ariel took that subject into custody?
No.
Okay. What did Officer Gonzalez tell you when he saw you?
He said he arrived on scene. He saw the kid. Well, he saw the gentleman. He was dressed in all black. He asked him to stop. The kid took off running, and he pursued and took him into custody.
Did Officer Gonzalez seem disheveled, winded, or?
Yes.
Did he seem like he had just been involved in some type of altercation, or?
Yes.
Okay. Did Officer Gonzalez ever tell you that the subject resisted or put up a fight or anything of that nature?
Yes. He said that the kid fought him.
Okay. So once you get on scene, you see him with the subject in custody. What do you do?
And I took him. I patted him down and put him in my vehicle. I took custody of him from Officer Gonzalez.
Okay. Did you ever speak to the subject?
Yes.
Okay. Did the subject ever tell you that Officer Gonzalez did not identify himself, that he didn't know that he was a cop?
He did.
Okay. And did you ever ask the subject if Officer Gonzalez identified himself?
Yes.
And what did the subject say?
He said yes. And my response to his answer was, if you identify yourself, then why'd you run? Or why didn't you stop?
So then the subject confirmed to you that Officer Gonzalez did identify himself?
Yes.
Okay. Once you pat him down, put him in your vehicle, what else did you do?
We transported him to the station.
Okay.
And then I took him to the hospital.
I
took him to TGK, and then he had to go to the hospital.
Do you know for what?
I don't remember.
Okay. When you were with him on scene, did you notice anything weird about the subject?
Yes. He kept rubbing his nose, and he kept biting his teeth, like grinding his teeth.
Did he appear coherent to you, or?
No.
Okay. In your opinion, did he appear he was under the influence of something?
Yes.
Okay. And how would you know how somebody that was under the influence of something look or act?
through my training and experience and dealing with individuals who are under the effects of drugs. So that's how I was able to determine that he was under the influence of something.
So you've dealt with people that have been under the influence before?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you ever see somebody acting a certain way because they might be under the influence of narcotics, you believe you can identify that?
Yes.
All right. When you took him to the hospital, what was your interaction with him there?
Not much. They got him to the hospital, they got him checked in, and they had him in for observation. And that was it.
And how long were you at the hospital?
Until it was time for me to go home. I don't know what time I got there, but I leave work at 5:30 in the morning.
And do you remember who relieved you?
Officer Lopez.
I just want to recap something and make sure. So you never saw when he was taken into custody by Officer Gonzalez?
No, when I got there, he was already in custody.
Okay. Did you ever speak to security guards on scene?
No.
Did you ever speak to any other witnesses on scene?
No.
Did you ever speak to?
Well, there was two other juveniles that were walking the complex.
Okay.
That it was unrelated. That we stopped and spoke to, and eventually took them home to their parents.
Okay. Did you ever speak to the subject's parents on scene?
I think I did.
Okay.
But I remember.
Do you remember their conversation with them?
No.
Okay. Do you remember their demeanor, the subject's parents?
I mean, their kid was being arrested, so I don't think they were happy about that.
Okay.
They were unhappy. They were frantic, asking why is he being arrested? Why is he going to jail? But that's the gist of it.
All right. Officer St.Cyr, is there anything that I have failed to ask you that you would like to add to this statement?
No, sir.
Has everything you said been the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Officer St.Cyr, I want to remind you that Florida State Statute 112.533 prohibits you from disclosing any information regarding the investigation until the case is closed. So the time is 10:25 p.m. and that concludes the statement.
What's in your pocket?
Where were you, bro?
Here.
I thought you were in the next.
No, I said the courts. No, the courts, not the.
Somebody said the gates. Somebody said the gates.
Somebody said it, but I said the courts. Oh.
That's not where That's where he ran?
Oh, I'm here. And I'm like, hey, get your ass over here. He's like, he goes, what's up, my nigga? What's up? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, where the fuck you going? He's like, fuck you. And he just kept walking. So he turned that corner. I started chasing him because I don't know what the hell this thing's going to do.
Let's do a pat down properly.
Alright.
I told you to stop.
And he's been fighting me. This whole time he's been fighting me, bro.
Stop. Look.
Don't resist, my G.
I'm not moving. Can you stop?
Lucky to have a dog.
Yo.
You lucky you didn't get bit.
I'm gonna go back over there with.
Look, you see what kind of officer he is? He's a canine officer.
Yeah.
You ran from him. He could have released the dogs. Where your buddies at?
I don't know. It's the only one I found. Is where I was.
Where your buddies at?
I live here.
You live here. You have no ID on you. What's to tell me that you live here?
You can knock on my door. It's right over there. My father and my mother are home.
So what are you doing?
Pablo, fighting me? Fighting me?
Fighting you, man.
Pablo. I'm all dirty. Why? Because I slipped and fell?
My bad.
You're bad?
I'm sorry.
Bro?
I didn't know you.
Are we done searching?
He's done. Let's go.
I didn't know you were a cop.
Yeah, now you didn't know I was a cop, right?
Have a seat.
You didn't know?
Have a seat.
Police, come here.
Sit back. Sit back. Sit back.
Oh, for sure they're looking at the car. Were they looking at the car then?